When I get out of bed in the morning and I get dressed, once the clothes are all on and my boots are laced, I pay attention to what I'm going to put in my pockets so that I have what I need for whatever I have to face that day before the sun goes down. I want to tell you about how that has evolved over the years and ask you to please leave your comments about your everyday carry, because who knows when somebody is going to post something that's going to cause another change in what I have with me, because sometimes life can hand out something unexpected, and sometimes only what you've got in your pockets are the resources that you have to get yourself out of a jam. So I want to talk about the wallet first, because I haven't always carried a saddleback wallet because they're expensive. For a long time I carried a trifold, right? And they would kind of get thick. And then Nate and then Adam, my second son, said, "Dad, saddleback wallets are awesome." And Nate got me this for Father's Day one year. And he's right, it is awesome. I think right now this is probably 9 years old. I never got 9 years out of a wallet. And I think this is less than halfway through its useful life. I like it. Check out Saddleback. It seems just about ideal for me. So anyhow, that goes in the pocket. Probably the next thing, because it's so easy to put in the pocket and I don't want to forget it, is a carpenter's pencil. I would say 99 times out of 100, the next thing is a Leatherman. And let me just point this out. This has evolved a lot over the years. When I was a kid, it was a pocket knife. I got a big Schrade old-timer when I was a kid, saved my money for a long time until I could afford the 16 bucks or whatever it was then. Since then, I've got smaller pocket knives, and I lost pocket knives by the dozen, and then one day, somebody gave me a Leatherman. And there have been 3 different iterations of Leatherman that I've used, because each time I recognize something is better, and I get a chance to get it, I mean, why not do that? So this is a Leatherman free P4 that I've been carrying now for about 4 years. I love it. I don't know if they can ever improve on that, but that goes into the left-hand pocket. So a lot of you, quite reasonably, would ask, why is a Leatherman or a multi-tool worth the bulk? I mean, those things will wear out your pocket on the inside and the outside, and they are clunky. And the knife itself is only medium. It's medium as a knife, high medium. But the clear answer to that is, I have a set of pliers, and I have a screwdriver. And then besides that, for those of you who have old men who have hair growing out of your nose, there's a little set of scissors in there that'll keep you trimmed up. My wife has to remind me of that periodically, but the versatility of a screwdriver, a set of scissors, a pair of pliers, and then the other things that come and go absolutely make it a game changer for me to have Leatherman in my pocket. And they have only improved those over the last 25 years or so that I've been carrying them. Now, historically, the next thing that would go in my pocket was my truck keys. And usually they're hanging on a hook by the door as I go in and go out, because they're bulky. I mean, that's another chunk of iron and brass right there. But they go out with me in my hand or in my pocket. But recently there has been an addition to my everyday carry, and it's this. There's a fellow who's part of the Essential Craftsman Academy, Bob Ireland, sharp guy, security consultant, fun to talk to. And he sent me a package, I don't know, now maybe 8 months ago, that had 4 of these things in it, maybe 6. And he said that he has carried hundreds of flashlights in connection with his job consulting with security, and this is the best he'd found. Now, this is not going to hurt your eyes, but if you were standing 2 or 3 feet from me, it would dazzle and blind you for, I don't know, 10 seconds. Bob points out that if you carry this in the pocket of your dominant hand, for me, I'm right-handed, if you carry it with that button, accessible with your thumb, it becomes a defense tool. You can pick it up in a crunch time situation, dazzle them, and then chop them on the bridge of the nose with the end of that thing just before you turn around and run as fast as you can. I thought about that for about 20 seconds. I looked down the barrel of this thing and pressed the trigger, and I realized he's right. But the absolutely unexpected benefit is I use this 3 times every day just to augment my failing vision. In broad daylight, sometimes there are things that are in shadow or inside under the hood of the car, any number of places that I can't see unless I shine a light on it. It acts like a pointer drawing attention to something in the conversation. So Bob, thank you. Thank you for the copies of this that you sent to me, that I've given to my children and their spouses. It's been a game changer for me. You begin to see the wear on it. That's the last thing I put in my pocket every morning, and I'm darn glad to have it. And the lesson is this: if I would have locked down too tight on the thing that I was doing being the only thing that I would ever do, and not been open to recognizing something that was superior when it came along, I'd still be leaving the house with, an old Henry pocket knife about that long with 3 short blades that were usually dull and only had a very limited range of applications. There's any number of things that I've been able to do simply because the right tool was in my pocket, and the right tool today is a list that I just showed you. I don't know what it's going to be 5 years from now. What good ideas are there that will become indispensable? I don't know. But I'm counting on you to leave some of those in the comments, and along with your suggestion, maybe exactly why it's become indispensable for you. Thanks for watching Essential Craftsman. Keep up the good work.